going to be making meatballs. So let's get started. So the ingredients you're going to need are ground beef. I have 3.55 pounds, and I have a bowl, a measuring cup thing, that's 2 cups. I have rainbow pepper. I have Himalayan pink sea salt. I have garlic powder. I have Italian seasoning. I have 2 eggs. There's the other one. I washed the eggs and they're on a paper towel. Then I have seasoned breadcrumbs. And I have 2 baking pans. So the first thing we want to do is we want to set our oven to 350. So what you're going to do, you're going to bake. Every oven is different. So for mine, you just hit bake, and then you hit start. And then it says pre on it. And it says preheat, and when it beeps, that tells you that it's time to put the meatballs inside the oven. So for the next thing we want to do is we want to take the meat and take a little bit of the meat. I'm going to be using all of the meat, and I'm going to throw a little in, put a little more. Just keep on taking little sections of the meat out and putting it into your big mixing bowl. So I have all the meat in the pan. So the next thing you want to do is just break the meat up. So make it like smaller, so it's not as big, like in big chunks. So you want to like separate it so it's little and phases. So you want to, before you add your breadcrumbs and eggs and seasoning, you want to get an old rag or paper towel or something that can do it, and you want to wipe your hands off. So the next thing you want to do is add the breadcrumbs. So you want to pour the breadcrumbs into here. I'm going to be using 2 cups of breadcrumbs, but depends on how much. So if you're using the same amount of meat as I'm using, you want to do 2 cups. But if you're using like half the meat, you want to add, if you're only adding like 1 pound, you want to like add 1 cup. If you're adding 2 pounds, you want to add a half. And then if you're doing 3, you want to add 2 cups. So I'm just going to take my big breadcrumb thing, and I'm going to dump it in here until it fills up the whole entire cup. That's about 2 cups. So now you want to dump it into your meat. Mine's filled up to 2 cups, so I'll dump it into your meat. And the next thing you want to do is, you want to take your Italian seasoning and add in about 2 shakes. Next, you want to add your garlic powder, 2 shakes. I'm gonna add pink Himalayan sea salt. And I'm gonna add my rainbow pepper. adding a little bit of seasoning, but you can add as much seasoning as you like, depending on the way you like it. The next thing you want to do is you want to take your 2 eggs and you want to crack it on the side of this. You want to try to get every single thing out of the egg, so you're not wasting. So the next thing you want to do is you want to mix it all up. So you want to really get your hands in up in there. You want to really get the egg up in there. It might look gross to you, but that's what you have to do. It sticks to your hands. And if you feel more comfortable, you can wear throwaway gloves. You want to make sure the egg mixture is really in. So you want to scoop the egg from the side and just kind of mix it all in. You can like scoop your hands around the side. And I'm just checking to see. So that's beeping now. So you keep on putting your hand like under it and like bringing it out to the top. And then you want to take your knuckle part, like this part or this part of your hand, and you want to just like push it in. So there's a lot down here, so I'm kind of just pressing sections of the meat. Gets all in there. You want to try and mix as good as you can so that there's no leftover breadcrumbs. And by the way, I did wash my hands before I started this. And if you do think that there's a lot of breadcrumbs or a lot of meat, you can always like, I don't know, it's okay if there's extra breadcrumbs on the bottom of the pan, but you would like the Chinese. And another thing, I would advise you to wear clothes that, like, to change for this because you might get stuff on your clothes. Like, don't wear like a dress you would wear to a dance. You need to wear like clothes you would wear like to like play outside and stuff and to do yard work and stuff. Like, not your best clothes. Okay, I'm squeezing it a little so I get all that breadcrumbs in. That's about it. That's about it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my meat mixture and I'm gonna take one of the pans. I'm using 2 pans for this because I have that much meat. If you're depend on how much meat you're using. For me, I'm using 3.55 pounds. And so You want to kind of make them like kind of small. But you don't want to make them too big or too small because if they're too small, it'll burn, and if they're too big, they won't cook at all. This size is about good. So I am getting all the breadcrumb off my hands by washing my hands. So I'm just rubbing my hands together. I just squirted a little soap on my hands. Now I'm just scrubbing because that breadcrumb, it sticks. It will not come off your hand. The raw meat comes off right away, but that comes still. Next, I'm gonna come over here and take this towel that the eggs were on. The eggs, it was just the egg because they were wet. It wasn't any of the yolk or any of the disgusting stuff on it. So I want to get that all off my hands. Okay, so while you guys didn't see, but while I was making these, my oven did beep. That telling me that it was heated, it was hot enough. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around. First I'm going to open this. Okay. Then so I'm going to put this, I put that one on the top and put this one on the bottom. I'm going to use this cloth because it's very hot to push it in. Now I'm going to close that. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes to cook. So I'm just going to let that cook. You can put it like if you feel like it's necessary, you can put a timer for 30. So you can put a timer for 30 minutes and then check it. If it's not cooked, do it for 40. And so I bake mine, but I know most people probably fry them. My grandma used to fry it in a pan with a little bit of oil, and that takes a while because you can only put like 3 or 4 in a pan at a time, and it takes a lot of time to come out when they're all cooled. You can throw them in freezer Ziploc bags, and you can freeze them and take them out whenever you want to eat them, or you can have them that night for dinner. But I would advise, if you're having them that night for dinner, to cook them an hour. So my meatballs just came out of the oven. They took about 35 minutes or so. So what I did is I grabbed to check to make sure if they were cooked or not. Sorry, my fork fell. Well, I can't get that right now. So I just stuck my fork inside of here and opened it up to see if it was cooked, and they are cooked. So another thing is, I'm having meatballs with this pasta. I don't really know how you pronounce this. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is the pasta I'm using. You can make your own sauce, but I am going to use, for an easy meal for like a family, it's easy. If you've had a long day and you want to come home and just make this, you can make these before and then you don't have it. So I am using vineyard marinara with wine. Yeah, I don't really know. I just found it in my cupboard. So you just gonna let these cool down, and then you're gonna start putting your marinara sauce in a pan. Let that cook up a little. Let it cook for a couple minutes, and then you're gonna add your meatballs in, and then cook pasta based on instructions on the back. I'm not using all of these. I'm gonna put some in a freezer tight safe bag and put them in the freezer. So I'm only gonna use one pan or so of these, and I'll put the other pan in the freezer and take it out whenever I need it. I will put links. To every to all the items I use in the description box. So, and I'll also put a link to my cooking playlist in the iCard right here or right there. I don't know where it is. And please subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell in the upper right corner so you get notified when I post new videos. Please like and comment on all my videos. Bye!